Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the SWC trench with the oxidized color dial. This watch is offered with 5 dial colors: black, white, blue, oxidize, and then gradient. The gradient is kind of like an aged black dial. It's gray with a faded pattern to it, and this would be, in my mind, like a black dial that's been fully aged. Reminds me of your grandfather's old mechanical hand-winding watch, which this is, but this is much more advanced than your grandfather's old watch. We have a Solita SW210 no date hand wind mechanical movement. We have sapphire crystal. We have a titanium case with a hardened coating, and that takes it up to 1,000 Vickers. 316L stainless steel is about 150, so that gives you, I think, 8 times the hardness, whatever that math works out to. And the cool thing about this watch is it's grade 2 titanium, but it has a really nice polish to it here. Most grade 2 titanium watches, actually I have one here, most grade 2 titanium watches look kind of like this. They don't look as nice as the SWC does here. Nothing against this style of watch. I had this for a while too. Really wasn't planning on comparing these two, but I have it here on the table, so just to get you a look at the difference in the titanium here. So I'll compare these in a full video in the future. I have a lot of videos planned with this watch, comparison videos. I have a arc, I have a bunker, I have a bunch of other mechanical hand winding watches to compare this to as well. So look out for those videos here in the future. Back into the video here, a sapphire crystal with 16 layers of anti-reflective coating applied on top, and then there is an additional layer of sapphire applied to the top of this. So really not much glare. You can see kind of the AR there. It's not a black dial, so you can get some less glare due to that as well. And the indices, they almost look like they're applied, but I think they're printed, because you have 20 layers of C3 X1 Superluminova. I think that kind of gives you that bulging appearance there to the indices. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but this has a domed dial as well as the domed crystal. Kind of a mix between a domed crystal and a box sapphire crystal. I have not had any issues with seeing distortion or reflections on the dial, but it is a little bit harder to read. My preference for a watch is a dark dial with white indices, such as my Submariner or this SKX here. But I have so many watches that I have a dark dial with white indices, so I wanted to try something different, and I'm glad that I did. I really like this dial. It just looks very cool, like an aged vintage watch. Alright, here's a closer look at the dial. We do have a minute track around the perimeter with Lume pips also, and then the hour hand, minute, and second hand. Well, the counterbalance to the second hand is loomed. Watch has very great lume, and I think it will outshine my SKX. We'll see that at the end of the video. We do have a signed push-pull crown. Thankfully, it is not a screw down. I don't understand mechanical hand wind watches with a screw down crown. That's not very convenient, I'll just say that. So here, let's read the case back. Titanium number 2, so that, again, grade 2 titanium. I have a snowflake, Grand Seiko snowflake, that's grade 5. No, I'll probably compare this watch to that one in the future as well. Sapphire crystal, Swiss made, manual winding. And that is, I think that's the, vibrations per hour. Yeah, so 8 beats per second with that SW210 movement, and about 42 hours of power reserve. So I've worn this watch for about 2 weeks now, mostly on the leather strap. It is also provided with this fabric strap, and I will demonstrate it on this strap as well here. but my preference for sure has been this leather strap. It goes perfectly with this watch. Very comfortable on wrist. I have very little complaints with this watch. I really enjoyed my time wearing it, and it will be in the collection for a long time for sure. It's a neat watch. I don't have anything else too close to this in my collection. Definitely not a titanium hand winding watch like this. It's very neat. And again, we have it brushed and polished on the case here. Drilled lugs. Don't really need it with the quick release pins here, but it's still nice to have if you're going to have regular leather straps or any other straps that don't have push pins. I'm sorry, quick release pins. And again, that coating, the hardness coating takes it to 1000 on the Vickers scale versus 150 for 316L stainless steel. So dimensions of the watch, looking at 45.6 lug to lug, 38.5 diameter, so perfect size for my 6.5 inch wrist, 9mm thick, so very thin, nice and thin, 20mm lug width, and the leather strap does taper down to 18mm. That is a 6mm signed push-pull crown. And the weight of the watch head itself is 32 grams. And then the nylon strap is 7 grams. The leather strap is 16 grams. So if you have the watch as it is right here, with the leather strap, you're looking at 48 grams total. With the Velcro nylon strap, 39 grams. So the watch is extremely lightweight. In fact, on the leather strap, you kind of it's not a weird balance, it's just a different balance, because you can feel that the straps in relation to the case are a bit heavier than what you're used to. Again, that case is 32 grams, so the leather straps are half the weight actually. 16 times 2 is 32. So, kind of neat. Alright, let me get this on wrist, and then I'll switch over to the nylon strap. And with the nylon strap, this is really my only negative complaint with this, and I'll show you too with it on, but I don't care for these plastic bits on here. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's just the way it has to be to get the pin on this side. I have to look at the bunker that I have. Actually, I haven't unboxed that one yet. I bought it used, but I think that one has just the strap without the plastic bits. I don't exactly remember, but anyway, we'll look at that in a moment here. So as I mentioned, I have a 6.5 inch wrist. I've gone between the tightest and the second tightest. This is a little bit loose for my preference, but the other one's a little bit tight. So also, I should note, I'm not a leather strap guy. I mostly wear my watches on bracelets, so I'm not really used to a leather strap. But this looks so good on the leather strap, I had to wear it on the strap. And this appears to be titanium hardware as well. The buckle and the tang are both machined titanium, machined and brushed. And you see the SWC logo there. Oh, some of my friends, they complained about, or not really complained, but they don't care for the trench logo on here. One friend said it was a little bit too big of text, and some other friends of mine were saying they don't like the double logo. I don't mind the double logo, but I can understand the trench. I can see where he's coming from with it being a little bit too big of a text, but I really didn't notice it until he pointed it out. So that's a personal preference. But let me know what you think of this watch. Let me know what you think of the logo and the text here. Anything, I'd like to hear your thoughts down in the comment section. I'm, again, really happy with this watch. I think it probably makes more sense to wear it on this because this is lightweight. This strap is super comfortable as well. But the styling of the watch, the aesthetics, I think just it goes so well on this leather strap here. Alright, let's get it on the nylon strap. And I'll just do it on camera here. I really didn't wear much on that strap, and I'm not sure which way you're supposed to install it. but I don't know if it really matters. Get a 50-50 shot at it. Actually, I could probably do it upside down too, so maybe I have a 25% shot at doing it right. Just assuming that the quick release pins go on the inside, which makes sense. And put your wrist in. Yeah, I think I did it the right way. So, funny how that worked out. So, I could probably actually tighten it a little bit more, but then this piece would be up above that piece there. So, this is how I wore it. I wore it for about a day on this strap. It's really comfortable, really lightweight. In this configuration, it's 39 grams. But I prefer the look of it on the leather. Let me know what you think, leather or the Velcro nylon here. Sorry, hook and loop. One more thing before we get into the Lume is the case. I really like the cases that they provide, or the pouch, whatever you want to call this. I think it's really neat, actually. Put the watch in here, and then put some straps in these pouches here. And it looks like we have a warranty card. So I just like this packaging. It's not a cheap cardboard box, and it's not a big old wood box. It's just a nice small package, and it's something that you could use anytime you want. I mean, it's not just going to sit on the shelf. You could use this for traveling, and it doesn't take up too much space in your watch cabinet, dresser drawer, whatever you store your watches in. So let's check out the Lume. Alright, so SWC trench on the left and SKX 009 on the right. Right now, the SWC definitely has better Lume than the SKX. You know, 20 layers of Lume is, of course, going to be quite bright. And then the Arabics have quite a bit of surface area. The hands have quite a bit of surface area. And then you have the little Lume pips and the minute track as well. So, as expected, very nice Lume on this SWC. Alright, well, that will conclude this video. As always, thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.